Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It's the 25th of May 2018 and I'm here today for your daily energy reading. I've grabbed the Osho deck today, really guided to grab it. I know I use it a lot, but it's my favorite deck. It gives the most powerful messages. And there's some really, there's such shifting, changing energies happening at the moment. They're really, really strong and powerful. Cycles are ending, new ones are beginning. And yeah, I really feel that we need these cards today. And I have the Universal Love Oracle as well. It's not going to be a really long reading today. I've got up really early to do this, and two of my children have already woken up. So yeah, I'm just going to flow with whatever wants to come out today. And this is a completely general reading, as I say every day, for no particular astrological sign, just feeling into what energies are around. Also, I've got a promotion going, whether if you like, wow, I'll explain that in a minute. If you like, go and subscribe to my page, like my Facebook or my Instagram. You go into the draw to win a private reading with me, private personal reading, which will be drawn on the 29th of May 2018, which is the Sagittarius full moon. And why I just got really affected, hey Champagne, welcome. Why I got really affected just then is the Five of Swords come out. And last night I stayed up really late. I have like a fermented drinks business, and Champagne, you subscribe to my channel or go to my the more active you are on my page, on my channel, on my page. Oh, yay, cool. Well, you're in the draw, babe, so that's all good. And I really appreciate your energy in these live readings as well. Thanks, Champagne. Getting back to this card, I was up doing my drinks really late last night when everyone was asleep, and I listened to my favorite tarot reader, Gregory Scott. And he pulled the Five of Swords for today. So that's why I was like, oh, wow. Often, like I think I've mentioned this before, there's been times where we've pulled the same three cards. He's in Glastonbury in England, and yeah. Oh, great. Thank you, darling. Thanks, Champagne, for being here. Yay. Beautiful energies around today. Okay. Right, I'll just leave these here for now. Wow, we have the Ace again. Okay, so I'll leave that there. So straight away, I'm just going to get right into this. I've pulled, how many cards? We've got 7 cards. We've got the 5 of clouds here. In the standard deck, this is the 5 of Swords, and it's all about mental conflict, like getting stuck in your head and comparing yourself to another, like one-upping someone else. It's like in the standard deck, it's a guy who's been wielding his swords and 2 really full-on soldiers walking away with their heads down. So it's like winning a hollow battle. It's like, you know, being all self-righteous and like, I know, and yielding your sword, like yielding your words to cut someone deeply. But it's also about, this card is about insecurity. It's comparing yourself to another. And when we come from a space of comparison and insecurity and inferiority, that's when those deep pains within us and those narratives that go on in our head, that's when, you know, our outer can reflect that. You know, there's always going to be someone that's more beautiful, more talented, more funny, wealthier, everything than you. And there's always going to be someone that's not as intelligent, not as attractive, blah, 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 than you. Big deal. You know, we're all divine. We're all divine beings. The bamboo never compares itself to an oak. And the oak never compares itself to the bamboo. They both have value. They both have purpose in this lifetime, and so do you. So sit with, is this energy around today? Are you looking outside yourself and comparing yourself to others? In our world right now, social media is, it's rife with this, but we're only seeing the tiniest part of a person's life. We're not seeing the boring stuff. Like, you're not seeing someone clean their toilet, wash their dishes, you know, weed their garden. You're seeing the cream on the top. Not that I have dairy. You're seeing the icing on the cake. You're not seeing the other stuff that goes along with it. Like my sister, I think I've told this story before. My sister, she's so beautifully honest. I love her so much and authentic. She took this amazing photo of her 2 boys, and she posted it, and then she wrote underneath what happened like 2 minutes later, that there was a big, huge fight and they were screaming and yelling. But of course, that's not what you see on Facebook. You don't see this kind of energy. So, but it's rife with that. Cleaning, that's how I escape my stuff, is cleaning. Yeah, for sure, totally. Well, it's not really escaping, babe. Champagne, if you use that cleaning and being total in that cleaning, it's actually a form of meditation, and it's a form of cleansing. So it's how you do that cleaning. Cleaning can be very cathartic. Hey Peter, I'm allergic to washing out. Yeah. Yeah, being total in all of those things is really powerful, you know. I mean, that's where the juice of our life is. That's where our life is, in those ordinary, everyday things. But I mean, they're not things that we post on Facebook. You know, here's me washing the dishes. Okay, well, we can work on that, Champagne, if you want to do some. You can, we can look at the origins of why you feel that your cleaning is obsessive. Because there's karmic patterns around. There's things that need to, maybe this has been a lifelong or lifetime's worth of pattern for you, that feeling of not feeling good enough, feeling of unworthiness, feeling of needing to one-up someone else to feel better about yourself. But this is taking the unconscious and making it conscious. So this is a wake-up call that it's time to change these patterns. There's a time now to shift and really, really bring conscious awareness to why this is happening in your life, why these energies are around, why perhaps you're attracting people that trigger you into these energies. Because anything that triggers you in another person's behavior is yours to heal. I say it practically every day. It's getting kind of boring now, but it's truth. You know, when we come from a space of awareness and we understand, you know, when those thoughts start flowing and you can really catch them and go, hey, what am I doing here? Why am I in this space? We can take that unknown. Oh my gosh, children. Champagne, children are our greatest triggers. They're our best teachers. Because the thing is with children, Charmaine's just asked me if children can trigger us. Yeah. Children are our greatest teachers, yeah. And a lot of the time, this is the work that I really work with, because I heal, you know, if there's any issues going on with children, with your children, a lot of the times it can just be projected stuff from the adults surrounding them. And this is the work that I do. If you look underneath my readings, you'll see that I heal those fragments. And if you can friend me on my personal timeline, or I'll look you up and I'll friend you. There's an article I wrote about creating space for children's well-being, and it's all about healing these patterns. Because when you're clear, when you know your stuff, when you're really aware of who you are and you're flowing totally moment to moment, you know, when things happen, they're just like, oh, okay, that happened. They might invoke an emotion, the emotion comes up and it's gone and you're in the next moment. But if you stay stuck in it, like if you're fully triggered and like 5 minutes later you're like are griping about someone, or oh, how could they do that to me, and what they did, that's your stuff. That's totally your stuff to heal, because it's triggered something and you. Yes, Peter, that's what I do. That's the work that that's predominantly the work that I do. is healing unresolved childhood trauma, because it plays out in your life over and over and over again, and unconsciously majority of the time you attract people into your life. Like if you were loved in a particular way, if you were rejected by a parent, if you couldn't gain trust in a relationship with your predominant caregivers, you will attract people into your life that will continually show you this pattern. And until you heal that original wound, it could be past life, it could be, you know, from when you're 2, 3, until you heal that original pattern, it will keep playing out. So it's the work that I do, because you want to get back to this space. And this is when you've cleared it, you get back to this innocence, this pure essence of who you truly are. Our children, when we hold them, when we're born and we look in those eyes, they are pure light. They are the spiritual masters. And, you know, a lot of older, wise people get back to that place of honoring themselves, honoring their divinity. Yeah, 3 boys here too, Champagne. Place of complete clarity, not clarity, openness, curiosity to life, and feeling into the beauty of life. Look at that. Complete honoring of that praying mantis, laughing with him, laughing at the joy of being present. Like, he's not burdened with his life. He hasn't got the heaviness of unresolved childhood traumas. He's shed it all. He's free. He's like back to that childhood essence. Look at him. Truly beautiful. And he can be free-flowing with whatever comes his way, because there's a sense of flowering into yourself, getting to that grounded, centered, sensual place, feeling into that peaceful, grounded awareness. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. You've come back to this place of pure innocence, and then you can create anything. You become this beautiful flowering of the totality of who you come to be in this lifetime. This is Earth Mama energy, and it's feeling into your connection with the earth, knowing that the earth is here to support you. So walk out on the earth today with your bare feet, feel into the sensation of beauty of nature, connect with nature, allow it to heal you deeply, because there's a sense of wanting things to just happen on their own accord, not wanting to go into this deeply. But if you want to, yes, Peter, you can do it at any time. Our souls are infinite, Peter. You can do it at any point in your life. It does not matter. Our souls are infinite. We're on this infinite journey. And it's always lifetimes. You know, I went back. The main thing that I had to heal was off my sacral chakra. And I healed it. I was 2. And it went back 10 generations. And I healed that original wound as well. So, yes, you can heal anything. It's just, all I'm doing is amplifying energy, and I am just a place giver. You're actually healing yourself. I'm just going to be taking you back to your own inner knowing, making something that's unknown known, and in doing so you transmute it. So I'm actually not doing anything. It's up to your own receptivity and openness to clearing it. I did it with holographic kinetics, but I do it with my form of healing, which is a similar form of holographic kinetics. But if you're feeling like, oh, I can't be bothered, you know, I've got a lot of things going on in my life. I've got this flash drink. I've got this fancy dance cocktail here. I've got my cushion. I've got my umbrella. Do I really need to put the energy in? Do I really want to go deep? Do I need to? I just want to watch my favorite TV show. That's up to you, because you're going to gain so much clarity. And in this clarity, look at the 2 aces again. Unbelievable. So many aces. Going to gain so much clarity when you do. There's going to be an absolute epiphany. And you're going to be able to slice out whatever's not serving you. And it could be toxic people in your life. You've realized that you've healed your own stuff. You've healed all these triggers. And you realize, why have I got these people in my life? What are they doing here? What are they doing here? I've learned what I need to learn from them, these people. And then I need to say, hey, no, I've got to get you out of my life. I'm not doing this today. I'm not going to deal with this. And no is a complete sentence. No is like, I don't want to deal with this now. I'm actually going to go and do my own thing. Hi, Lisa. I'm going to go and really sit with myself and sit with the healing energy of the earth and really create this sacred connection with nature and cut out anything that's not serving me. And when I do, and when I create this space, when I let go of all these past karmic patterns, it's not going to all happen today, but I'm planting a seed for what can happen. And when you do this, yeah, epiphanies come in, these beautiful creative insights. You're just creating space for more connection with your source, more energy flow, chi, prana, shakti, spirit, whatever you want to call it. You will allow more of this energy to flow through. And when you do, like me, I was up till like 1:30 last night doing my drinks. I have 3 boys, so I've got to utilize lots of time, and a lot of the time you don't need as much sleep or as much food because you're tuned in, you're aligned with source. And I'm glad you're here too, Champagne. Welcome, and thank you so much. I really appreciate your presence here. When you tap into this connection with source, you can transmute anything, you can burn through any blocks that have been holding you back. You can let go of these mental comparisons, like getting stuck in your head and having these inner conflicts with yourself. And I say this all the time. The best place to come to this place of awareness is through meditation. We are our own greatest healers. And the way to get back to this place of complete clarity is to sit quietly with yourself. I'm going to read this meditation. I mean, we all know what meditation is, but cleaning, Champagne, can be meditation. If you're being total there, not if you're stuck in your head and you're not being present, but washing dishes, Peter, that can be very meditative because you're washing each dish and being with that dish feeling, looking at the soapy water and washing the dish. And it can be a form of meditation because your soul is yearning to communicate with you. We are our greatest healers, guys. Like all I do, okay, Peter, you don't want to make dishes your form of meditation. That's totally cool. Your soul is yearning to communicate with you. So sit quietly and listen. Let the light of your soul fill your heart and mind. Listen to your guidance that comes from within. Pay attention to your inner world and don't be distracted. Yeah, okay, it's totally cool, Champagne. You can find so many different ways to meditate. It doesn't have to be in a stance like this. Playing guitar is meditative. Swimming's meditative. Whatever works for you. It doesn't have to be one particular way. So pay attention to your inner world and don't be distracted by what's going on outside of you. All you need is inside you and not outside of you. The outer world is full of distractions and illusions. In your inner world resides your truth. If you are struggling to find an answer or a solution to something, then still your mind through meditation and all will soon become totally clear. You will have this epiphany. Yeah, salt baths. Yeah, if you're just in the water and just quietly in there, then for sure it's a form of meditation and self-love, Champagne. Champagne just said saltwater baths. Yeah, if you're sitting quietly with yourself, babe, if you can sit quietly without any distractions, that is meditation. Just stilling your mind and going back to your breathing, just breathing, going back to your breathing. Every time a thought like this comes up, like a conflict, a thought comes in and you're like, and you take it on that, you take it further and you take it further, then you're not being present. But if a thought comes up, whatever it is, like, this water feels hard or this water feels good, allow that thought to be, let it go, breathe into the next moment. Meditation is that, that emptiness between the in and the out breath. Try it, just feel into that space. It's creating space for your soul to commune with you, to get back to the source. So you can really, you know, huge awarenesses can come up. You can heal all your own patterns. Like, you can get these amazing epiphanies that come through in these quiet spaces. Yeah, beautiful reading. Anyway, I've got to go and make some oats for my beautiful boys and get ready for a day at work. I'm wishing you a magic Friday. Blessings. Yeah, all my details will be underneath if you want any help with healing these fragments. Yeah, it would be, Peter. Amazing. I've heard they're amazing. The flotation tanks for sure. We have a natural pool, and often I just float on my back for ages and close my eyes. I love it. And in the ocean, it's magic feeling. Freedom. Big love, beautiful people. Have an amazing Friday. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.